Hopefully I'll be able to read the comments.
Oh,
I'm sure you guys all do it, so I've got to be able to do it, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. Let me see. Am I live? There I am. It takes, because YouTube is delayed, so it takes a couple minutes or a couple seconds for it to catch up. So, hi, everybody. How you doing? I have Lori with me here today. Lori.
Hi, everybody.
Yes, Lori is from her channel is The Way of Positive Change. And I asked her to join me on a live stream for you to introduce her to you guys here. Her channel is listed with her name right there. And I believe I've also linked her channel in the description box below of this video. Let me just double check that. Yes, I have linked her channel. It's in the description box below. For those of you that haven't checked out Lori's channel, if you would like, please do so. And I just wanted to take a moment to say hello to everybody. As you know, with the StreamYard, the comments are up to date, but they're delayed on StreamYard. So I'm going to just take a quick moment to say hello to everybody.
Are you seeing? Oh, yes. So they're delayed. So I don't see anything yet.
Yeah. I'm on my phone now, opening up YouTube.
Do I have to click on live comments?
Yeah.
Oh, there we are. Oh, I see people.
Yeah, see, but the comments are a little bit delayed. Sneeza Bravik says, hello, Lori. Nice to meet you.
Hi, LS. Hi, Lori Rogers.
And John and Rachel. Hello, Rachel. Cappy's mom, Karen, Kathy W. And going forward, Claudia Cooper, Arlene Young, Linda Casey, Sunflower Shanti. Karen Dean says, hello, Lori.
Hi, Karen.
Linda Casey from the Netherlands is with us.
Wow.
Yeah, let's see. Nancy Lopresti says hello. RR Berry 53, Nancy, Kathy W. Wow, everybody's here from Arizona. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and apologize ahead of time. You guys know that I don't really check the comments while I'm reading because I can't multitask like that. But Lori and I had a couple questions that we were going to be asking today. So Lori, did you want to start off with one of your questions?
Sure, we could ask about Nancy Pelosi.
Okay. So what's the question, Lori?
Will Nancy Pelosi feel victorious about the trial at the end of the day, today or tomorrow or the next day? Does she have a secret weapon up her sleeve? How's she going to feel? Is she going to feel victorious and successful or not?
Okay. All right. Good. Let's go there.
Okay. I love your cards, by the way. I know Johnny got a deck.
Oh, yeah. Johnny's gotten himself a couple of Lenormand decks.
Nancy Pelosi, will you feel victorious at the end of this so-called trial?
Okay. What you got?
Am I going first?
Yeah, go ahead. You're my guest.
Well, she's feeling that's like a hung jury for the second, because we don't know whether we're in, we're out. Are there going to be witnesses? Will Roberts act? The hangman. Okay, crossing it is she feels separated from the desired outcome. Mm-hmm. So that's not a real happy. It's on its side, so it's challenged. So it's a little less than if it were upright. So she's separated from the desired outcome. Are the first two cards. It's very emotional at the root. She's mad at one man in particular. She has anger and emotions towards this woman because she feels that it's a bullying tactic, what's going on. Now, that's in the past, thank God. That's not the outcome. She still believes that the truth will prevail one way or another. So that to me means, and the Hierophant card in the tarot is a teacher too. So
Okay.
she could be educating her, really, not that she doesn't already know a lot, but she's educating herself on what to do should it come to an end. So right on the doorstep, we've got the Death card. So something gets stopped, something ends. Now, there's more, there are more notifications, more writings, more papers, filings. Oh, okay. So she doesn't get the desired outcome of one thing, but in the column that goes from 7 to 10, she gets the Knight of Pentacles, like I showed you, the Two of Wands. She's moving forward. She's got another issue. She'll feel victorious, and she has other helpful people around her. And so I think she'll feel victorious that she pulled something off on the GOP, because that's, when you watch a lot of the other readers, that's usually the GOP happy fat pockets, but it's coming up for her. So she's not getting something she wants in the short term. So she's going to lose a battle and win the war.
Okay.
All right. And then the bottom card is the Lovers, because she's partnered up with somebody.
Interesting. That's interesting. So let me bring you down. Can you see this? So I have the Book, which is neutral, the Stars, which is positive, and the Tree, which is neutral. Ending with the neutral, it kind of takes on the one before it from the Stars. This could quite literally be saying a book, like a literal book, exposes and sheds light on a lot of stuff, and it spreads and metastasizes and grows even further.
Wow.
So this may be in regards to more stuff that's going to be leaked and spread out about Bolton's book. So I only pulled 3 cards. So there's something about this book that's going to just keep leaking out and exposing more and more stuff, and it's going to grow even more. Did you want to ask if she has a secret weapon? Because mine was kind of like, hey, there's this book.
Okay, sure.
And it's funny too, you got the Knight of Pentacles, right? You said that was documents and stuff.
I'm
wondering, could that also be in reference to Bolton's book as well? Could it be something tangible like that? Okay.
Yeah, it's always something tangible.
Okay.
All right. Does Nancy have a secret weapon to help her win? To help her get her way? Oops.
Let's see.
You going first?
Go ahead.
Okay, so right now she's in the battle of her life. So she's not able to continue to do her work the way she needs to do it, because the 8 of Pentacles is on its side. I think this is probably the Law and Roberts underneath. That she has to move on to something else, but yes. So she does. She has this will be somebody else's testimony. This is verbal.
Okay.
Okay, so, and it's it'll be the spy in the camp, the gossip, the story, working on the story. Something else drops. Oh, isn't that interesting? I got it again.
Huh.
And it's someone she's already working with. And then I've got 2, the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands. So she's working. This is a joint effort. Yeah, something, I'm going to say both something written and something heard.
Something written and something heard. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to ask, what is it? It's that book. Okay. So I asked if she has a secret weapon. I have the Woman, the Mountain, and the Bear. This is her facing an obstacle and some sort of a delay. It's like she's blocked somehow, but this is not something that's insurmountable. You can get around this mountain. It's usually indicative of about 3 months or so with the mountain. It's a problem that may be around 3 months or so to resolve. And then we have this here with the bear, which is, this is somebody that's a manager, a boss, someone that's in charge. So, and this could also be representative of a person. So this would be more like a Pompeo or a Barr. It could also be in regards to Donald Trump. It's a very large, heavy set person that's a manager. She's going to have a little bit of an issue, but she gets to it eventually, about 3 months or so. I asked what her secret weapon was, and we have the mice, the writer, the tree, the lilies, and the book. Again, there's news coming in here about corruption. There's something here about someone that has a royal lineage and a book. This could be in regards to perhaps Saudi Arabia and deals that were being made with Saudi Arabia that were corrupt. That may be revealed in this book when that comes out, and it only helps to grow the case even more. So I keep getting March for some reason, Lori. I don't know why March keeps coming up.
Announced one of, oh, sorry, I forgot to write down her name. Somebody asked me in the notes on the community page when I posted that we were going to do this, why you can't see, is it because it's the end for Trump? You know?
I don't know. I've looked at his grand tableau, and the one that my sister and I did for him December 20th, and I can only see up until March. But there's just so much stuff that's going on in that grand tableau that it's going to take me a while to kind of pick everything out. So I don't know, maybe because, wait, hold on. Isn't Bolton's book supposed to come out in March?
Yes.
Maybe that has something to do with it. Like stuff just keeps leaking and leaking and leaking and leaking. And I remember in his grand tableau, the book was in its own house, which could be, a literal book. And it could also be in regards to secrets and projects, but it was in his own house, meaning this is something of importance. And then he had the ship in the house of sun and the sun in the house of ship. There's something overseas that's foreign that gets illuminated. It could also be in reference to foreign energy, something in that book that has to do with foreign energy or stuff that he's been doing overseas that gets illuminated in the book. But I can only see him up until March. So
okay,
I would have to sit down and really think about how to try to weed through it, because it's that tableau is insane.
Okay.
So,
there's another thing I wanted to point out before I pick these up is that, so it looks like she's in this snitty fight where, this is really, energy is very much working against her right now. But then this knight comes up, and he's slow. He's the knight that continues to patrol the outer limits of a city, and he does it night after night after night after night until he becomes the king,
Mhm.
So it may be boring and dull, but she's prodding along. So I think your 3 months, your March thing.
Yeah, it's like
we're already at the beginning of February, if you can believe that.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
Okay.
What else did you have, Lori?
Let's see. We were talking about Bolton's book. Do you want to ask if he'll be, because they're trying to block him, White House is trying to block him from publishing it.
Mm-hmm.
So do we want to see if he'll be successful in getting that out to the public in March?
Yes.
I think it's mid-March, like the 17th or the 19th, something like that on Amazon.
Okay. Yeah, because it's on pre-order now.
Okay.
Amazon. Let's see. Will Bolton be successful in publishing his book in March? Will Bolton be successful in publishing his book in March? This is very interesting because of the follow-up question that we had to this one. It's coming
okay, yeah.
to this question. Yeah, so I'm going to ask the second follow-up question that we had asked. What you got, Lori?
All right. Well, I'm just going to start with the past card first, which is abnormal for me. But, in the past, he was very worried about what he was going to do when he had to leave, And I think in his mind, he knew he was going to have to leave because he felt that he was trying to do the right thing. And when he penned this book, he tried to use his imagination. He's Scorpio. He's got a lot of Scorpio in his chart. And he was trying to put some feelings and some action, and he actually, I don't think he's written a book before. I don't know. I could be wrong. But then, he felt really stuck. He feels very stuck right now. He's blocked, but he will get unblocked. He'll get unblocked. He's trying to, he's got all the balls in the air, and he may be saying, if you give me this, I'll give you this, or I won't do that. And he got very upset at first and thought maybe this isn't going to go through. But then he gets someone with the law that will help him. Patience and persistence pays off. With the strength card, he is the holder of the secrets. So it will be explosive. Someone's helping him do this right now, and he'll move forward. Now, timing. This is the Taurus card. Okay.
That's me. Okay.
Okay. Are you Taurus?
No, my mom is.
Oh, okay. And this is, a 3, so the 3rd month, but March, April. So he's going to move forward. So I'm getting, yes, he's going to have, if it isn't right on that day, it'll be pretty close.
Pretty close. Okay. Yep. Okay. So I went ahead and asked, and if he will be successful in publishing his book in March. I got the bear, the man, and the ring. It's ending here in a positive sign with the ring. But what's interesting is that this is William Barr and Donald Trump coming to an agreement. It's not telling me they're going to block it, they're going to do anything. It's just William Barr, Donald Trump agreement right here. Or this could be a person in a position of authority that's a man, and his agreements and his contracts, promises that he's made. I'm going to go ahead and take this as a yes, simply because it's ending in a positive card here. And what I told you was interesting was because the follow-up question was, will John Bolton's book help bring down Barr? Well, here's Barr presenting in this spread. So I followed up with the question, does John Bolton's book help bring down Barr? We have the bouquet, which is positive, the sun, which is positive, and the fish, which is positive. This is talking about illuminating bribes with these two. Gifts of money, the illumination of gifts of money, bribes. So they're moving stuff in there. And I've seen it before in previous readings where I had done one with William Barr, or not William Barr, John Bolton, and it said that he knew about dealings, real estate businesses, briberies coming in through his properties from foreign governments. So how he was shaping foreign policy because it favored his companies and his properties versus the United States. So that's interesting. I'm getting a yes for the release of the book and that it exposes bribery. So
okay, yeah, and I didn't show you the bottom card. Is there it is again? The Knight of Pentacles again. So he'll just continue pushing right along until he gets it. And they know. Listen, Bolton knows who he's dealing with.
Oh yeah,
he knows he's got to manipulate the energy, manipulate it, and massage it. Sorry for that crap, but and they know that he's going to come forward. I mean, he's going to get his word out there one way or another.
Well, here's a question, Lori, that we didn't write down, but I'd be curious to see if we could just throw a quick spread on it. More and more stuff keeps coming out. Like today, I was looking on Twitter, and it turns out that Pat Cipollone, one of the White House defense team lawyers, White House counsel, who's defending Trump in the impeachment trial, has been implicated as a material witness because he was in the room when they were making the drug deal. And it goes back to May, so it's previous than what we had thought. I wanted to know if everybody on Twitter, like Lawrence Tribe and all other constitutional lawyers, were saying that he must speak to the House Intelligence Committee. Can we look to see if that's going to happen? If John Bolton will testify under oath to the White House, or I'm sorry, to the House Intelligence Committee?
Will Bolton testify to the House Intelligence?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that's Schiff again, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Will Bolton have to testify to the House Intelligence Committee?
Yes.
I second that.
Yeah. Going,
Boy, they're scared of him.
Look what I got.
What'd you get?
The mind's worry, like corruption, anxiety.
Yeah.
Stuff. They're worried about him talking. Yeah. What did you get, Lori?
So I think not at first. I think they're trying to put together, because I've got the Knight of Wands, so there's some energy facing it. But the Five of Cups is this way. So it's almost like they're at a loss as to what to do next. So then they educate themselves, and here we're getting that timing card again of the time of Taurus. And then these are the two teachers, so they're going to get together to illuminate themselves, get the information and the facts. But they see Bolton as a bully. Mm-hmm. So, but they also know that he's being bullied.
Yeah.
So they're they're afraid of him. You know, I don't think Schiff is afraid of him. I think the other people are. The
Republican.
The right wingers are. I have the Fool card on the bottom, so this is sort of a mixed bag. I feel like with this card here, what we got with Pelosi, it's almost like something else comes out that maybe he doesn't even have to do it. What did you get?
I got the, let me bring you down real quick. I got the birds, which is talking, speaking, using your voice, meetings, negotiations, conversations, gossip. The mic, which is worry and confusion, corruption, and the government. They're worried about him, what he has to say, speaking about corruption in the government, but they're worried about it. This isn't giving me a clear yes or no, because this is neutral, negative, neutral. And then I pulled a clarifier and I got the garden, which would be like your large committee, a large body of people that would hear what you have to say. But it's like, they're worried about him talking, because he may, by using his voice, may speak about the corruption at the highest levels of government here.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just, there's something else going on, and I can't quite put my finger on how to word it to figure it out, you know? And then you just got that too, like around Taurus time. So that would be mid-April to May.
Yes.
Huh. And I can only see him up until March. I'm wondering what's going on.
Well, we can always ask about him. We can ask, you want to ask about him?
How would we word it, Lori? Like, where are we going with this? Because I know what I want to ask, but I just don't know how to ask it. Because like John Bolton is one piece of the puzzle, and his stuff just keeps leaking and leaking and leaking and leaking. Right. But there seems to be other stuff going on as well that it's...
Well, there's Lev Parnas. Dropping videos and audios. He's going to drop one each week.
Oh, you want to do that one next?
Sure.
So Lori's question was, she was telling me that Lev Parnas is going to leak voicemails and phone calls and videos every week for the next few weeks. So we wanted to see what was going to be the outcome of that. So let's see.
will Lev Parnas video clips and recordings be the downfall of DJT? Ooh, look what fell out of my deck.
What does that mean?
It signifies the end.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and then, we got that for Pelosi too, but so something, Parnas, boy, I hope it's not the end for Parnas.
I don't think so, because he was smart and he freaking went straight to the media, and because he's scared of Barr, which
Yeah, because he could wind up like who you call Mr. Epps.
Yeah.
At the bottom of a cell somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Lev Parnas. Will his video clips, audio clips, the things that he releases, will that be the downfall? Will that be the reason Becca's not seeing who after March? Okay. Well, there's the informant, the town crier, and I'm always studying. I'm really always studying, and we do a card of the day, of course, on Facebook and Instagram. But the other day I was reading about this. If you notice the pyramids in the back, so these announcements could come from afar.
Huh. Okay.
So it could have to do with Lev Parnas releasing them, but involving, like someone you said, maybe Saudi, or someone from afar.
Yeah.
Okay. They're being blocked right now. The 8 of Wands is arrows of incoming messages is on its side. It's being blocked. So he's already tried to get something out, and they're saying, wait, hold on to that for just a minute. And he's hurt. He got mad. He got mad. I think he, was he had put DJT up on a pedestal and wanted to be his friend.
Mm-hmm.
And he was trying to help him. He was part of the team, absolutely part of the team. So he's going to have, so whenever this comes up, it's a total of 3. So Lev has the goods on the other 2.
So would that be Lev, Igor, and Giuliani? Because that was
could be. Yeah. All right. Again, I'm getting overseas information. So definitely, and it could even involve a prince or a king. Boy, they see him. Oh man. Okay. Yes, this is an absolute yes. Victory. Emails, manuscripts, things that are written again, things that are tangible. Yeah, and this is about very close. And again, this is the 7 of Wands is 3/4 of the way up the mountain, so we would be looking at the 3rd and 4th month. Again, if you're looking at the year, yeah, he's going to be the star. He's going to be the star of the show.
Huh.
He's got some really, and I'm getting goosebumps. So he's got devastating. Trump turned down the wrong person. He had no idea that Parnas had all of this stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you would think, like, if you're sitting there doing that and you're having to record and keep notes on everything, should let you know that maybe what you're doing, you shouldn't be doing, like,
right? Yeah, he's got pictures, things that are, but we've got 2 pages. And so this is a yes. So what the things that he have and the death card falling out means that he will be a part of the end for this.
Oh, wow.
What'd you get?
Okay, so I got the cross, the clovers, the bouquet, the child, and the rider. So there's news and information coming out about an opportunity and some sort of gifts, but it was guilty. All the stuff that they were doing was guilty and underhanded in regards to a child that was being delivered. So, and then the writer has the birds right below it. So he's delivering phone calls, meetings, negotiations, perhaps stuff that's in books. Like this could be literal, like books and books and books of stuff. This here could be like a cell phone. And then this bottom line, we're seeing corruption, nervousness, anxiety, about a sudden relief, and somebody's luck gets cut out here with these 2. And
somebody's what gets cut out?
luck, their luck.
Oh,
Like it's they lose their luck very suddenly, very swiftly. And then everything that has been kept secret gets illuminated and brought to the public in regards to the phone calls and meetings. So it looks like the outcome will be everything that they've tried to cover up in regards to Joe Biden's son gets revealed on those phone calls, but mostly it has to do around guilt, because we have the cross and the mice here. So that's like guilt and corruption, guilt and anxiety, burdens, pains, trials, for corruption. And then it's followed here by the scythe, which is very dangerous. This is sudden, swift danger, something that suddenly gets cut off. So
nice.
yeah, it's going to be swift. So I don't know. It's like leak after leak after leak. So
Yeah.
let's see what comes out of that. It's interesting.
So he'll suffer for what, he wanted to be the star with Trump. He ends up being the star of the American people, so to speak, but he suffered.
Yeah.
So, but it's like you got two forms of information too in yours.
Mm-hmm.
So and then 2 pages. So this guy doesn't just have a little tablet.
Yeah.
He's got this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Where are we going now?
What other question did you have, Lori? You want to look at the farms?
Oh yeah, that would be good.
So you want to tell them what that's about?
So I heard on the news this morning that they were talking about the GDP, and that it wasn't like the stock market, and they didn't have a good report. And then they were talking about how a lot of the dairy farmers have gone out of business in Wisconsin, and that 595 family farms had filed bankruptcies because of, like what you said, the Trade Act, the trade wars.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to know, is this going to be like, especially if he stays in there for any longer? I mean, is the family farm done? What's going to happen with that?
Okay.
And then we had talked about, I have a nephew that's over in Costa Rica on a self-sustaining farm, and he's over there for 4 months with his girlfriend learning how to do that, and they're bringing it back to California.
Okay.
So maybe it's going to be like more stuff like that, but the dairy farms and the family farms, are they at the end of the road? The farmers. How should I phrase that? Is the family farm done in the United States?
Yeah. Okay.
Are they doomed? Is it done?
Right.
Some of those farms have been in the families for, a very long time.
Yeah.
So you want to go first?
Oh, I'm still shuffling. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, there's Scott Allen saying, yes, family farm dying. I quit in 2011. And I think, Scott, you commented on the community page when I told people that our landlord had sent out an email to everyone that there's been so many people that are late on their rent. They're going to start charging them $100 extra if you're past the 5th. And I think Scott had commented on the community page. So are you going first?
No, go ahead, Lori. Go ahead.
So the first card I get is, yes, there are several more that are in litigation with the King of Swords. And on its side is the 7 wands. Usually when the 7 wands is upright, it's, we're climbing the mountain, we're getting there, we're struggling, people are pulling at us, but we're getting up there. It's on its side. They don't feel optimistic. In fact, they're feeling poverty stricken. They've lost self-esteem. They've lost faith. their heads are low, and they don't have the money. They don't. The people on the Five of Pentacles don't even have enough money to get new shoes. So, and it's very, very, very difficult. They've been blasted off. Some of them have just been blasted out of their home place, a fish out of water, have to do something else because of the decisions that were made in the past and the actions. Okay, so one bit of good news. Well, actually, this is sales. So there will be more sold because the magician is ruled by Mercury, which is the mouth and sales. But this is also somebody that comes up with an ingenious idea. Oh boy, yeah, they feel like they've been not played with fairly. They feel that they've been bullied. They feel terrible. Ooh, they're going to attack, and they're going to attack the GOP. They're going to go after their senators. They are. They're going to get together and have meeting, and they're going to attack them. They're coming after them. So they're not done, but they are going to be in full attack to get to those people. Right now, they don't know what to do, and they've been lost in the fog because Trump haven't given them any clear plans, I guess. So, no. But they'll win in the end.
Yeah, just bankrupt their farms and we'll bail you out indefinitely because I just, destroyed your market that your family has had for generations. Yeah. It's quite, wow. Okay, so I asked a simple yes, no, and it's just telling me that a man made a swift, rash decision in private. And this is in regards to, the family farms, are they done under Donald Trump? It was his rash decision that he made in private here. So I had asked for the outcome of the family farms. We have the birds, the child, the stars, the house, and the tower. There's going to be new negotiations coming in and a hope for the government to step in here. This is government institutions, courts, to illuminate and shine a light. They're hoping that the government can fix this, and this is legislation here. There is also something interesting going on here about people starting to talk about foreigners, and this is foreign governments here. So I don't know if they're going to start raising hell with the administration, or perhaps calling their senators, calling their representatives here to tell them about foreign governments that are coming in. What's interesting, I don't have any money cards here, so I can't talk about farms that are being purchased, but there's foreign governments coming in here one way, shape, or form. There's an older, wiser woman here that's been around a long time. She could be the Speaker of the House here because she's got the house right above her, and she knights over here to the birds, and they may be trying to work on legislation here to help these farmers down the road. Again, it might be piled up on Mitch McConnell's desk where everything else goes to die, but it looks like these people are on the phone calling their government and just perhaps chewing their butts about what's going on because the government's stepping in to help them out. But there's also something weird going on with foreign governments too. That's coming in here, which is interesting.
Yeah. Well,
or foreign companies. It could be foreign companies because the tower could be government and companies. So there might be foreign companies coming in and just making a killing off of bankrupted farmers, which is horrible.
It is. Scott said that he wasn't bailed out, so he just apparently, and I know somebody else in Wisconsin that just had to leave. They didn't get the money for their place, but they're going to form a group, and they're going after them. So,
good. They should.
Yeah. So sounds like we got the same thing. Boy, they're in the fight of their life right now, though. Boy.
Scott is saying bailout money went to Brazil farms also.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, I'm seeing foreign governments or foreign companies, but I didn't see any money cards in that spread. Wow. Which is, dear Lord, what has he done?
So so the Brazil, that's where they're deforesting
Yeah.
to make more farms.
Yep.
And that deforesting actually, okay, now I'm getting into the environment. The deforesting is putting that red drift algae, the sargassum, whatever you call it, it's coming all the way up through the Gulf, and it's been hitting Mexico and us and attributing to the red tide.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to believe that that stream goes that way, but it does.
It does.
So, okay, where are we going now?
Okay, so on the Twitter today, I found, I didn't quite see it on the CNN, or not CNN, MSNBC during the Senate trial. I caught it on Twitter that Adam Schiff had mentioned that Pat Cipollone, which is White House legal counsel, who is also on the floor talking to the Senate in defense of him, is now a material witness to the crimes that Trump is being impeached for because he was in the room and he was helping to cover it up. So, I question to know what would be the outcome for Pat Cipollone because he's now implicated as a material witness, according to Adam Schiff and other lawyers and legal scholars.
Okay.
To see what's going on with that.
All right. What's the fate of Pat Cipollone? So he must have been one of the ones that helped get it on that server.
Probably. Because remember, they said it was White House counsel and some other people that made the decision to put all the guilty conversations in that server. So.
In trouble. Pat Cipollone. Ooh.
Must be good, Lori. What you getting?
I'll wait till you're done shuffling.
Oh, Lord. Okay, Lori, what you got? What you got?
Okay, all right. So he's had enough come to the forefront to have some regrets over his past actions. So he's wishing he wouldn't have done some of that stuff because he knows it's going to come, and he doesn't want to be a part of that. He is really wishing that he had not been a part of that meeting in that room. He gave up some of his soul. It was not the right thing to do. In the past. Oh, okay.
What happened, my dear?
You go ahead. I got to plug this in. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
You go ahead.
Okay, so I hope you guys are enjoying Lori. She's a lot of fun to watch, you guys. She's great. So if you haven't already, please check her out. She's super cool. And I wanted to take a quick moment to say thank you to Christine and Janine Adams for the super chats. You guys are so wonderful. That really does help the channel. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Okay, Lori, back to you.
Okay. So he's sad over his past actions. He knows it was not a good thing to do. He's very regretful, gave up his soul, and he knows that he's going to be judged for it. He knows that the legal implications are not good at all for him. Ooh. And he has to take a time out. I don't know if he's going to be able to keep his license. He may be suspended at first because this is suspended action, having to take a respite, recovery time, recuperation.
Did you get the hangman too?
I did at the bottom. Yeah.
That's suspension too, isn't it?
Yes, it is. White House. Okay, yeah, this is going to be very difficult for him because that was not the only thing he was in on. He was in on other things that took place in different parts of the world. Jeez. In the White House. And maybe even a conversation. So there's something else he's attached to. There's two big things here.
Mm-hmm.
So he's wobbling. He's trying to keep all the balls up in there, but I don't feel like he'll be able to, because when we put these close together, aspected, I don't feel like he's going to be able to do it. And everyone's going to know about it, because on the bottom is a page of wands, and there's more of that, worldly information coming. So I think he's in big trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny that you said there's other stuff he's involved in.
Because what'd you get?
I have the stars, the cross, the birds, the bouquet, and the lilies. And then down here I have the coffin, the bear, the dog, the anchor, and the fox. This is a super secret black box where they're keeping guilty conversations. This is the server right here. A black box with technology that has guilty conversations in regards to a bribe and the history of all that stuff that was going on. Here is, I'm seeing a pair of advisors here, or it could be a group of advisors with the birds. This is usually 2 people, but it could be anywhere from 7 to 12 people, no more than a dozen people that may have been in this meeting.
Wow.
Closed off. Okay. These are advisors. And then we're seeing 2 people here, large, in charge CEOs. So this could be Pence, Barr, and Trump, and the meeting that took place that was closed off and put in that black box with technology. So that would be your server. There was ongoing negotiations that were fraudulent, and also fraudulent and like a con here, but there's gifts here. And then there's a sneaky older man. This is right next to this one. So this could be in regards to Bolton. Bolton usually shows up for me as the anchor somewhere in proximity to the lilies, because it's somebody that's been there, career official, long time, 30, 35 years. I'm seeing Bolton. I'm seeing Ambassador Jovanovic here simply because the bouquet is the Queen of Spades. Ambassador Jovanovic. There's another ambassador here. Advisors, Trump, Pence, or not, yeah, Trump, Pence, Barr, Pompeo, Mulvaney, all of the advisors here, 7 to 12 people here. There's going to be eventually he will be put on trial long term. It's going to be a trial that sticks with him, and he'll come under investigation down the road. But they need to get to this first.
Okay. And you got the coffin too, because in the 4 of Swords, the guy's on top of the coffin.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you got it too. So, wow. So he's
in a little bit of trouble. It's going to take a little bit of time to get there.
Yeah.
But, man,
and you got a secret box, and I'm getting the secret room.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a closed off area. This could be like a closed off room. It could be a literal, like a black box that has technology. So like a computer, a server.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, we know it's a server that was holding the conversations. So they're all in on it. But he's going to be in a world of trouble.
Yes, I agree. We both got very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, your cards are, the tarot is a rabbit hole when you add the astrological components to it. But I've been watching I knew what the system was, the Lenormand system, but I didn't know very much about it. So when you started reading, I started watching you right away. And I've been watching you ever since you started. So there's so much information in those cards. It's really quite fascinating. Yeah. When you put the 2 together, we get a good.
Yeah, you can get a good big picture with little details too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's like having a little private drone going in there.
Like being a fly on the wall. Like, what happened?
Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Oh yeah. So my last question that I had come up with was, I saw it on the Twitter yesterday that Melania Trump, Miss Botox Barbie, is officially under investigation for the missing inaugural committee money. And I wanted to kind of take a look to see what's going to happen, what's going to come of that investigation, like the outcome of the investigation. Are you cool with that?
So will she be, and will she, what will happen to her if they find out that she took money?
It was one of her friends that she hired for the inauguration, and I forget the lady's name, but it was Melania's friend.
Okay.
And
So
she kind of blew the whistle, like, yo, what you're doing is really like illegal. And they just kind of scoffed her off and just kept doing it, you know? So I think it was her friend that blew the whistle. And I think she left because of the criminality that was taking place with the inaugural committee. So,
the misappropriation of funds.
Yeah, probably something like that. So
how much trouble is Melania in?
Yeah, because Melania was in on it too. That's what I saw on the Twitter yesterday. So I'm going to ask, what will be the outcome for Melania Trump for the inaugural committee investigation? That's how I'm going to word mine.
Okay, I'm going with that.
Okay, the outcome for Melania Trump investigation of the missing inaugural funds. The outcome.
Are they going to be implicated? Melania.
Well, the money showed up. What you get, Lori?
You sure you don't want to go first?
Yes, please go.
Okay, well, when I was shuffling, the magician tried to come out. So she purchased a bunch of stuff. She, the magician can be the sleight of hand, the trickery, the sales. So, and then it's down here again in the root. But there was more than just she involved. There were other people involved. She was trying to one up, to make it bigger and better. But she did take money because she's on her side here. So she felt like she didn't have enough. And I'm going to say that she even took for her own apparel, because it's on its side. So her self-esteem, her independence is on its side. And she wanted to be the star. She wanted to be the star. This will not come out quickly. It was done very quickly. So it was executed very quickly. But she's been waiting, knowing that there's probably going to be something that comes out about this. Yeah. So she just takes and takes and takes. She gets the bully card too. She just takes and takes and takes. And there's the party, and then there's the devil. So that's greed.
Drink.
So she's in trouble, and they're gonna find out. They don't know about it right they don't know everything right now, but and that I'm gonna say that there's more of the family involved. So the daughter, more people involved here than. So she's not going to go down by herself, but she is going to get in trouble. She will be implicated. The devil card. Yeah.
Cappy's mom, I just saw your comment that said that you think it was Ivanka and not Melania. According to reports that were being, people were reporting on Twitter yesterday, along with the what do you call it? Like the newspaper website link. It was saying Melania Trump, not Ivanka. Melania Trump is now under investigation. So I hope that's
so probably both of them.
Yeah, probably both of them, which is interesting because I got two women here, and 1, 2, 3, 3 men, 3 men, 2 women, but it's the family. It's the family. So it's not like she wasn't aware. Let me bring you down real quick. So on this top line, my question was, what will be the outcome of Melania Trump's investigation for the inaugural committee money? I got the clover, the lilies, the house, the ring, and the, what do you call this? The moon. the family took an opportunity for themselves and their career and their reputation. And then they made a bunch of contracts. It looks like the contracts were perhaps with people that they knew. There's one man here, an older man, another man here, and another man here. So I don't know if these are Eric and Trump Jr. and Trump himself. There's 3 men involved in this situation, but there's a financial contract. So it looks like they made several contracts, and that's how the money was separated. Here we're seeing the cross, the key, the fish, what is this? The crossroads and the storks. There's evidence of guilt of where the money was rerouted, redirected, and upgraded and changed. It was upgraded and changed perhaps for the family through property here. They're going to eventually be able to have evidence of the contracts that were made and how the money, this is a contract that splits and separates. Right here. So it's like they made contracts and then the contracts kind of split, and that's how they were able to reroute the money, because this is money that gets rerouted right here. It gets rerouted here. It goes in different directions and then it gets changed here. So there's financial contracts, several contracts to reroute money. There's evidence of guilt. There's one significant, really, really, really important older man here, and a very significant person here that has money. So I don't know if this would be like a Weiselberg or the accountant or family member, but here is the family business, family money, property for sale, a house for sale. So it got rerouted back to the family somehow. But they'll find evidence of guilt when they go into the actual contracts themselves to see, like, oh, I contracted you out for, I don't know, 200 chairs and you charged me $850,000 when the actual rate is like $200. Where did the money go? See what I'm saying? So
yeah. And I absolutely, when you said 5, I was like, oh my gosh, you've got to be right, because the 5 of Wands, and this is everybody trying to one up on each other and beat each other out of the money. Yeah. And I don't even think she may have not even gotten as much as one of the kids.
As one of the kids with somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when you're playing with the devil's spawn, sorry.
Yeah.
You got to understand who you're playing with,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
She got outgreeted.
They're all in agreement. The family, the cross knights over to the house, it's family guilt. The whole family is guilty. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that were involved in making contracts, but like the contracts themselves were elevated. So like I said, like I'm going to go rent 200 chairs. I'm going to charge you $800,000 when the actual rate should be 200. Where did the extra money go? And that's what they were rerouting.
Yeah, and I think I heard about hotel rooms too, or something that they were overcharged.
Overcharging hotels. It went back to the family business, but once they start looking at the contracts, they might get somewhere.
Okay.
Because there's evidence of guilt there. So I hope that cleared up that question, Cappy's mom, because that's what the Twitter was saying.
The Twitter.
Let me see. Well, we're at 58 minutes. Lori, did you want to take a question or two from people in the chat?
Sure. I just saw somebody mention Mr. Epps.
Oh, what's going on with Mr. Epps?
I don't know. Does anybody have a question about that person?
Yeah. Anybody got a question about Mr. Epps? Or
we did see, and when you were doing your live by yourself, you were by yourself that day. And Prince Andrew was being sort of embarrassed by the SDNY attorneys standing on the steps of the courthouse saying that Prince Andrew will not cooperate. He won't answer their questions. He won't help them in any way. So I'm just wondering, so that means they're still in the thick of things and they were reaching out to him. So this has to be still developing, right?
You would think so. And you would think Interpol would be involved too. Because it's global. It's not just here. It's, so you got to think that their intelligence over there or their equivalent of FBI or whatever it's called over there would be looking into it too. So what did you want to ask, Lori?
Well, oh, and Ian Robb says, will Barr be outed as being involved?
Okie dokie.
Which one do you want to do first?
Let's do Barr. He'll be outed for being involved.
Okay, yeah, because everybody loves Ian Robb.
Ian's awesome.
He is awesome. He says the most kind, sweet things. All right.
Let's see.
Will Barr be outed as being involved in the whole spiel? What's going to happen to Barr with this whole truckload of information that's going to get dumped? Barr.
What you getting, Lori?
And then I saw somebody was messaging you to say that Lev's attorney just brought a paper into the court today. Was that into the hearing, you guys? What, I didn't know that they could do that.
I didn't know that they could do that either. It must not be with the Senate. It must be at the House.
I don't know.
This letter that Lev attorney just delivered. Oh, I guess he just delivered it. Is it damaging? Dang.
To where? Where did he,
Yeah.
you guys, where? I haven't been on the internet. Where did he deliver it? Okay. So now, Mr. Barr, there is a woman that is around him. It's the Page of Pentacles. She's on her side. She is not well. Now, we've always said that Barr is not well, and he looks, if you've done it, listen, it doesn't take psychic ability to see the gray pallor, you know. He's not okay. And, you know, usually people look like that when it's liver or bowel or, you know, sorry. Anyway, So there's somebody that's not doing good there. Now, I'm also going to say, this also comes up as Nancy Pelosi. So she's got something on him. And that comes in, somebody's already attacked him. Somebody's already told him, listen, this is coming out and there's nothing you can do about it. But he feels like he's standing strong right now. And he's feeling fat and sassy. He thinks he's got this in the bag. He still thinks he's okay right now. And then he's unsure. Then coming up the next stage. Ooh, look. Oh,
there it is again. There it is again.
There's the next stage. Okay. And those arrows incoming. Boom, boom. Okay. And there's how Bolton was when he was writing the book. So this is Bolton's book is the one. So the answer is yes.
The answer is yes.
Yep. This is going to have it's going to make him unbalanced, and there's information coming out.
I mean, this thing is leaking like a sieve. You know, it's like there's so many people that were implicated. Like, I guess they would have been able to get away with it if it was only like one or two. But no, it's basically so many people in the Senate GOP, so many people in the House of Representatives that are GOP, his White House counsel, his lawyer, the Attorney General, you know, Mike Pompeo. It's just too big of a group committing a crime. You're going to get busted. You know what I mean?
All of the other people that have already gone to jail for all the other things.
For all the other things, yeah.
Like the accoutrements.
Yeah. So what I got, I asked if he would be included.
Rosemary said, Becca, the attorney to Left P, just delivered a letter to Mitch McConnell.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll look at that. We'll look at that. So what I got is if I asked if this would, you know, outs him, I got the garden, the lilies, and the whip. The whip is also the broom and whip. I don't know if you can see that. It's a broom and a whip. That's the technical name of the card. It's going to cause a lot of fighting in the GOP. A large group of very conservative, older white men that are going to be fighting and quite literally sweeping it with the broom away, like sweeping it under the rug. It's gonna cause chaos in the GOP as more stuff continues to come out. So, and they're going to be put on the defensive about that. But that was my answer to, I don't know why it answered me that way, but that's what I got. So did you want to look at that question really quick from Rosemary? The letter that Lev Parnas's attorney delivered to Mitch McConnell?
Yeah, do you want to see what was in it?
Yeah, sure.
What? I hope it's very long. Somebody said it was up on MSNBC. Like, you can read it? How can that even happen?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. How is your weather? And
My weather, we're like in the mid 60s, lower 70s over here. I'm like, what happened to the winter? You know, like that's been, yeah. I got to take her in next Thursday again to the doctor. Cause this is what I'm dealing with.
Yeah. And today's Friday. I mean, yeah. I don't know.
Let me see. And they're saying it's 3 pages, cannot read the whole thing, delivered to the Senate building, dated today. Okay. What was in the letter that Lev Parnas's lawyer delivered to the Senate GOP? What was in the letter that Lev Parnas's lawyer sent over to the GOP? What was in the
What was in the letter? Well, we got.
Ooh, girl. Ooh. Ooh.
You go.
I'll let you go first, Lori.
I'm thinking Lev Parnas and Bolton are probably singing that song "Stuck in the Middle with You." You know, clowns to the left of us. I bet they never thought they were going to be buds. Yeah, something stole it, something hidden, something stole it. A trick that was done. A scheming, scamming. This is the Carney card, and it's right on the King of Pentacles. So it's showing a slip, something that was hidden, a strategic maneuver. He feels good about sharing this. Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot of information. Okay, so maybe that's just enough to get them to say, okay. Uh-oh. All right, yeah. It brings an opening, and it shows that somebody was foolish. Somebody was very careless. So what did you get? So, yeah, 2 aces.
Okay, so I'm going to bring you down. So I have the dog, the ship, the key, the clover, the coffin. This is talking about a person that went abroad multiple times, with the ship and the crossroads. These are several trips abroad, and evidence that of foreign hacking of the elections here, foreign interference into elections here, evidence of corruption and criminality that they're trying to bury. He may have given him a warning. Because this here is our phone calls and conversations again. That letter may be a warning that, hey, we have growing evidence here of criminality. If you try to shut this thing down without hearing witnesses, my client wants to talk. We're going to keep releasing damaging info. There's evidence on phone calls here, evidence of corruption here, evidence perhaps of, even though I don't have the letter, this could be like logs or whatever, but there's evidence of everybody that took trips overseas, several trips, and it looks like advisors. So not just Levin, Igor, and Giuliani, but perhaps also other GOPers here, because these are mirroring. So these could be people within the administration, like the Mulvaney's and stuff like that, the people that are more in assisting roles. And it could also be in regards to people that are sitting in either the House or in the Senate. and trips that those people have taken as a way to find multiple opportunities to hack an election and steal it. A person that's stealing something here. There's evidence of something that was stolen and corruption. And this thing's only going to continue to grow. It just keeps growing. It's deeply, deeply, deeply rooted. There's something here about there's something here. Also, what's interesting that this is coming up with the ship mirroring over here to the tree. This is a vehicle for health. This would be like an ambulance. Okay, this person is important. This person had an accident. This person went here.
What's that about?
I don't know why Mr. Epps would be showing up, but
Ooh.
this person had an accident. This person had evidence about something that was going on overseas. This person, even though they're not close, but if you follow down the line, this person went there. Geez Louise, because here's an ambulance right here.
Wow. Okay.
And then there's an accident that brings a death or a sudden ending here.
Okay.
And this is a danger to someone's life here with the scythe next to the tree. This is a danger to someone's life, possibly some sort of surgery, an accident to someone's life, and then talking about it or blowing the whistle on that. So,
wow. So you really got two things, Epps, and you got Russia, right? And on the bottom, I did get the Empress card, the Mother of Russia card. So, and that could be that Ace of Pentacles could be the ballots.
The ballot,
or the voting, or doing something sneaky when someone wasn't looking and they were careless. So maybe perhaps there's two different, very specific things or topics that I can't wait to figure this out.
Yeah,
who knew that Lev Parnas would end up being a partial Superman?
Yeah, I mean, because there's several people involved here. Simply because the dog mirrors the birds, this is 7 to 12 people. But there's evidence of an accident, evidence of a hack, evidence of someone's life being put in danger. An accident that brought in a death. There's an ambulance here. I mean, and then he's got evidence on phone calls here.
Okay.
So I don't know what that is.
Well, it's a lot. So yeah. We're going to be very interested because it was dumb. And, when Trump feels emboldened, he makes mistakes. He steps in his own, what?
Yeah.
Just like Giuliani, the two of them are, Curly and Mo. They literally just step in it every time you give them an inch. They take a yard and then they tie themselves up with the slack,
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So thank you, Courtney. So I wanted to say thank you to everyone for the super chats today, to Courtney, Ellers, to Janine Adams, to Christine. Thank you so much. I don't know if I missed anybody else. I was busy doing my readings. So if anybody else contributed, thank you so very much. That's awfully kind of you. Thank you, Lori, for being with me today. And
thanks for the invitation. Your channel just took off like a rocket, and it's very gracious of you to help me bring mine up. I really appreciate it. It's a great opportunity.
Yeah. Oh, my sister's here. Stolen evidence. Yeah, Yoda, stolen evidence. And did you see the ambulance and the sudden death and someone's life in danger? I'll talk to her later. I'll call her after this. But so
stolen evidence.
Stolen evidence. And everybody bug Yoda because I want Yoda to come over tonight so we can do a live.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
Yeah, she needs to come see Mom anyways. Yoda, Mom misses you. She's been asking. She's like, when's Yoda coming back? So,
okay.
Yeah. Well, Lori, thank you so much. Thank you so very, very much. Everybody, her channel is linked down below in the description box for anybody that's interested in checking out Lori's channel. She's just great and phenomenal, and we all love her so very much. And I will see you guys later. Thank you, Lori.
Thanks, Becca. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Let's see.